Hey guys, it's Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to do today a smoky eye. We're going to do a smoky eye that I love to do, that I've done for years, and my little twist on it. There's different ways to do a smoky eye. There is not a right way to do it. Just depends on your eye shape and really kind of the colors you want to go with. You could do a brown smoky eye, black smoky eye, gray smoky eye. I mean, any really color. You could do a crazy color smoky eye as well. We do no rules in makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and also talk after I start doing my eyes a little bit about highlighters and what my favorite highlighters are that I've gotten over the years, because I looked through my drawer and I have a lot of highlighters. And the sad thing is that I want more. So as you can tell, I've already done my face. I normally do not do my face before I do my eyes, but just for the heck of it, because my skin's having issues all over, I just did it first to kind of show you a different way to do it, where you put some translucent powder underneath your eye after do your face, so that way if you do have any fallout, you can just brush it away. That does happen a lot, so we'll go ahead and try it. But again, I only do usually my eyes before I do my face, just because I don't want to wipe up all that stuff, and I can just use a makeup wipe and whoosh. First, we're going to go ahead and use a palette that I have recently found on Hush, the app Hush, and it is by Bad Habit. It is called After Party, and this is what it looks like. Forgive me, one of the colors did break, as you can see, that one right there. But this one, these are supposed to be knockoffs. This is going to be a knockoff for one of the Huda Beauty ones. The difference is, like, these are like 25, 30 bucks. I think they're $30. I think these are only like 12, if that. So I'm going to go ahead and just use my Morphe brush, M513. And we're going to go and use the color Morning After, which is this color right here, to use as our transition shade. I always tap off the excess. As you can see, it's very creamy matte application. And I'm just going to put that in my crease, use this as a transition shade, and kind of blend it up and out. Windshield wiper motions. And with smoky eyes, you always want to usually start off with a transition shade to kind of give you more of a transition, hence the term. But you want to go and do this so that way when you do the dark areas, you kind of have an idea of what you need to do. Next, I'm going to go and use the color Musk, which is right down here. Another matte shade. I'm going to put this from the middle of my eye to the corner of my eye in that crease area. A little bit down that lid though, as well. I'm just going to use windshield wiper motions and blend that out. And then what you can do is take a clean, fluffy brush and just kind of blend those edges. Go over the lid's edge as well. So that just deepens it up just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take a shorter flat type brush. This is a Morphe one that does not have a number. And I'm going to go ahead and do open tab. Just coat both sides of that brush. And we are going to go on the outer third of the eye, close to the lash line. I'm actually going to go about 2/3 in of the way in. This is gonna look crazy when you guys start doing it. Don't worry, it'll all come together, I promise you. So next I'm gonna take my Coastal Scents brush in the BRC N06. This is just a black bristled natural hair, or this is synthetic. I'm just kidding. This is a synthetic fibered brush. I'm gonna take that musk color again, tap off the excess, and just kind of go over that darker shade right at that edge where we applied it. And we're just gonna blend that out. So now the key, everyone, to doing a smoky eye, everyone that is scared to do a smoky eye, blend. Blend the absolute crap out of your eye. If you think you've blended too much, I'm gonna tell you you did not. I'd rather you blend too much than not blend enough and have it look choppy. And then it just doesn't look smoky. The main steps there are done. Now what I'm gonna do is take a black liner. You can take any black liner that you like. Doesn't matter. I prefer a gel liner just because that has the best pull when you use it, and it has a tendency to stay nice and inky. When I say inky, I mean just super dark. I'm going to line my top rim. It's okay if you get a little under there. I'm also going to pick up my eye and go on the inner lash line to kind of help bring that darkness there. All right, I'm gonna also, once I do the top, I'm gonna go ahead and line the bottom waterline. All right, I am kind of gonna go all the way in, but not to the tear duct. You guys see this? See the difference already? See how much more darker that eye is? And I am gonna bring that down just a little bit because we are gonna use my secret weapon. Now I used to have a palette called La Rock. It's the black kind of silver lettering, I think, on it, but it is one of my favorites. It was one of my first expensive palettes that I got at Sephora, and it's spendy. I think it's like 50 bucks, but it is amazing. It had the best options for looks. Had natural look in there. You could do a smoky eye, everything you wanted. And my main favorite color that I loved was a darker, like a deep purple with a little plummy twist to it with some black in it. Or this one is by Juvia's Place. This is the Nubian 2 palette. And this one right here, Layla, is the same concept. I'll kind of show you here. It looks black, but if you can tell in the light, I don't know if you can tell here. Well, let me see if I can show you. See how it has like that purpley plummy look to it? That is what we're gonna use underneath and kind of to smoke out everything else, to kind of mesh it all together. So what I'm gonna take is a Real Techniques little itty bitty pencil brush. Any pencil brush will do. This is just mine that I have. And we're gonna go ahead and take a little bit on the brush. We're going to go over some of that black liner. And that also helps diffuse that black liner that we just put on there. That way it doesn't look so harsh. And it gives that super awesome smoky look. Now we're gonna do the same thing down here. Again, I don't like to go all the way into the tear duct because I think it closes the eye off just a little bit too much. You want it to look blown out and smoky, not like a ring around your eye. So look at that difference though. You see the difference? No liner, none of that dark color. Liner and that darker color. But you can tell it's just a little bit smudged out. Just enough smokiness to it. Look at that. So smoky. If you guys can find that color by itself without having to get like a palette, tell me, because I need so many of that color. It's hard to find individually, and I have not found one yet that I love. Again, the first one that I loved was by La Rock Pro, the first one, and it is just so gorgeous when you put it on the eye. I just can't describe how much I love that one. But I like to add a little bit of lightness to the eye. So we're gonna go back into that After Party palette, and we're gonna go and use the color Tipsy. And take my pinky. It's a nice kind of taupey color, and just do that inner corner, just lightly. Kind of go up and out. It opens up the eye just a smidge without getting rid of that smokiness that we worked so hard to get. And then we're gonna even go back into it with the hairspray color. It's gorgeous, gorgeous pinky light color, and get that inner rim. Look at that. This palette, I'm telling you, you guys, if you do not have that app, please download it. You'll thank me. You can find a lot of good deals. I haven't tried any other brand yet, but Bad Habit by far is, from what I've seen, has the best reviews and just the best overall quality. I'm gonna go underneath the eye a little bit. Look at that. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and wipe off that bake area, and let's go ahead and just lightly, when you get up close to that eye, and then go to town. I didn't get a lot of fallout with that palette. I noticed that right off the bat. I'm gonna go ahead and try again the Falsies Push Up Angel mascara by Maybelline. I tried this in one of my last videos with my friend Cassie, and on her, I didn't really know if I liked it, but since our goal is to make this nice and smoky towards the base and more blown out, we're gonna give it a whirl. And again, my thing is I don't do a lot of lashes. Again, I only do those for really special events. But at this point, if you want to do a light coat and then put some lashes on, you're more than welcome to. I just, personally, my day-to-day routine, my day-to-day looks, it's not my jam. You really won't be able to tell much with the mascara on the lower lash line per se, but that's okay. All right, now to really finish off the eye, we're gonna go and blow out that under eye area. So that way it's not just dark, kind of has that same effect on the top. And we're gonna take a different Real Techniques brush. I can find you, there you are. And this is a little bit more wider of a smudge brush. We're gonna go into that musk color. And I always squint and go underneath that lash line. Just kind of smoke that out a little bit. And at this point, you can definitely do the morning after color and take it even further. You see the difference? The smoky eye is mainly gonna look more unkept, if that makes sense. Not so put together, but with a little bit more whatever this is. Just like that. All you ladies out there scared to do a smoky eye, you don't have to go this dark. You can definitely do more bronzy colors. You can stick with a lot lighter colors. You can do all browns if you want. You don't have to do that darker, you don't have to do that darker color that I did, that purpley color, because that's really what amplifies it and makes it really smoky. This is my personal way to do the smoky eye. I don't have any wrong or right method. There's different ways to do it. I was taught originally a different way to do it as well when I used to work at Sephora, and I've never really done that on clients, but this is just kind of my technique on how I do it. There's that smoky look, y'all. What do you guys think? You could do it? think y'all should try. So now let's get into one of my favorite topics is highlighter. I have a lot. I have so many that I forgot about some of them. So I'm gonna go and start with some of the ones that are higher end first, and then we're gonna end with drugstore. So first we're gonna start with my two that I love to use actually together. I used to use the one by itself, but now I use both of them together. I think they create the most beautiful shimmer. That is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. And we have Moonstone. And then we also have Villain and Champagne Pop. Now, separately, this is Moonstone, this is Champagne Pop. They're two really gorgeous colors, okay? As you can tell, they're very reflective and very pretty. Now, when I do them together, it just creates a whole new color. And I think that color is just gorgeous on my skin tone specifically. Because this one here, the Champagne Pop, has a little bit more of a peachy tone to it. That's a little bit more white. And then this one, when I mix them, it just balances it out together. I think it looks gorgeous. That right there is my top two expensive ones. My next ones that are a little bit lower than that in price, but still on the higher end side, are my Ofra highlighters. And I have one Rodeo Drive. This one is probably the most creamiest formula that I've ever used. Watch this. That is insane. Like, again, the creamiest. Now, the only thing about this one is that I did hit pan on it, but I barely like put my brush in it, and it's so crumbly because it's so creamy. So that's my only thing about that. I might need to just get the newer one and see if they change the formula. But they also have the Glazed Donut one, which is in the collection with Nikki Tutorials. And that one is an icy white highlight. Again, super creamy, very reflective, like insane. All right, my next one I have a backup of, and this is for sure one of my favorites. I've hit pan on it. You got a lot of options to work with. This is the Urban Decay Kristen Leanne palette, and this is her highlighter, and obviously I like it. So I usually use the two together. It's definitely like just a wet looking highlight, and especially if you use the lighter one by itself. It's super reflective. When you use this wet though, watch out, you're gonna be glowing from the heavens. Now we're gonna get into the goodies. I have a lot of drugstore highlighters. Again, highlighters is my jam. We're gonna go ahead and get started with a new find that I got. This is by Covergirl. This is the Serving Sculpt palette. This one is in the Rose Nights medium to deep skin tone. Now, obviously I don't have a medium to deep skin tone, but I just think this is a good color. When it comes to the highlighter, really intrigued me. And as you can see, I mean, it's up there with the other ones. The only thing is that this one has a little bit more of speckles of glitter in it. Those can tend to fall out a little bit, but if you wet the brush, I'm sure it would look fabulous. The other new find is also from Covergirl, the same kind of concept. This is the Covergirl Peach Punch highlighter in Peach Punch, I'm assuming. Don't know. And it's peach scented. Now, the same kind of concept. It is super powdery. I don't think you can tell. See the little glitter specks in there? That's the only thing I'm not a huge fan of. I haven't really given it a try yet. I've just swatched those ones, so I'm definitely gonna give those a whirl, but that is a newer thing, and Covergirl's been really amping up their game lately, so definitely check those out. I'm gonna go ahead and get into my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder. This one is in Blossom Glow. If you want awesome highlighters that are super cheap, these are like $4.99. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're insanely good. Like, insanely good. Wet n Wild definitely got it right with highlighters, you guys, like hands down. Now, in a close second, possibly maybe number one, I don't know, is the Master Chrome by Maybelline. I have two colors. We have the Molten Gold and the Rose Gold. These ones are definitely super creamy. Like, this one is definitely metallic. I mean, look at that. Is that not insane? I normally don't do gold highlighters, so I did get the Rose Gold one. Running out of room here. Like, look at that though. Just look at that. That is drugstore highlighters. Look at those three. Those three right there. Definitely the top. Those are hands down. And I want to try all those colors because they look amazing. Mid drugstore. This is by ColourPop and Flexitarian, the Super Shock Cheek. And this one is the most lightest one I probably have. And definitely the most icy reflectiveness. Just super icy. But not white. It's just like a pale yellow. Soup, like the palest yellow you could think of with a little white to it. And then I also have Lunch Money. This one is definitely a lot more natural looking of a highlight. If that's what you're going for anyway. You can tell here. So that one is Flexitarian, this one's Lunch Money. See how it doesn't have as much of that pearlescent reflective, but it's just a little bit more smoother. So if you want more of a natural glow, definitely one to go for. This one here by Essence, Pure Nude Highlighter. This one here, also another one for a natural glow. See how it's not super like, you know, unlike those right there. It's just a little bit more natural. Gives you a little bit more of a glow from within look, if that's what you're going for. And my last one, I don't know if this one is available. This one is my one I can use for really anything. You can add it to your foundation. You can add it to anything. This is the Wet n Wild Moon Tears highlighter. It's super sparkly, but it's so gorgeous. Like, I just can't explain to you guys how beautiful this is. You ready? Like, I can't. I just can't. It's probably one of the most reflective, look at this, highlights I've ever had. And it's like, it was like $8, I think, or not even $6. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick out which highlighter I want, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. I'm back. So I decided to use my combination Becca Champagne Pop and the Moonstone and put that on the top of the brow, on the cheek, on the nose here. I didn't even, well, a little bit I think I did there. And then the Cupid's bow of the mouth underneath a little bit, and then I usually go up here because that's where sun naturally hits me. Underneath the brow here. I really amped that one up though. I just took Moonstone under there. What do you guys think? You think this is doable? Hopefully my tips and tricks helped you to kind of achieve the smoky look. Again, if you guys want to see any other colors or tutorials to show you how to do things, let me know in the comments below. Or just, you can message me on my social medias, BrittBauerBeauty and Facebook, as well as Instagram. All right, guys, so that is it. I finished off with some setting spray as well as a nude lip. And if you guys want to see more of videos like this, let me know. And definitely like this video. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe. Click the little ding dong there, over here, whatever it is. Make sure you subscribe so that way you are notified whenever I do upload a new video. And I'm going to try to start uploading at least every single Friday and possibly every Wednesday, but I don't know yet. We're gonna kind of do every Friday for now and see what happens because I'm a busy girl. I hope you guys like the look, and we'll see you next time. Bye.